Hello and God bless. Lee Rice here on Via Toledo, Napoli. It's the second position I've sat in, which is one of my favourite positions. Mickey's on the other side of the street, making the children happy. Ciao, le bambini, spazio in view. And now I'm up to 5 hours today, approximately. In 1.5 hours in the other position, which is the previous video I shared, I suggested a 10 centesimi 10-cent solution to the insanity of what the adult society have become, or a €1 solution, while the €1 is divided by 10 times 10 cents. And the adult society moving through this city and every city, instead of walking past writers, artists, poets, musicians, homeless brothers and sisters, offer 10 centesimi 10 cents. In the last 5 hours, I've monitored and recorded with my eyes the exact results of the exact opposite of that, which the adult society do not do, from my own eyes, ever since I said zombies don't feel pain on this street and many other streets, after writing it in Luxembourg City 9.5 years ago. Like I said in the last video, sometimes it seems like they might actually wake up, and then sometimes it seems like it would take lightning bolts, asteroids, a tidal wave for there to be any chance at all of them waking up. But yet somehow the bambinis, which I'm standing with for a long time, saying I bambini possono vedere, è un miracolo. The children can see, it's a miracle. Sharing the truth over and over again of the greatest artists of all time, as I've shared on other videos. Is this the real life thriller? I put a spell on you, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made in the sound of silence. People say I'm crazy watching the wheels of magic when to change. So in that small section, which I've done in Napoli ever since I arrived, how many writers, artists, poets, musicians did I just tribute by saying that? Just that small section. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm witnessing exactly this. An adult society who refuse to have compassion, refuse to recognize music or art from 1 single meter away. Exactly the same type of society that existed 9.5 years ago when I said zombies don't feel pain on this exact street. In the positive world, where I sleep, which I'm happy to sleep there, with my homeless brothers and sisters that have suffered the selfish zombie insanity. And somehow, they just continue. They're checking the ground, they're looking away, they're checking themselves, they're looking away, they're looking down, they're looking away. And it's exactly like this. From my own eyes, ever since I said zombies don't feel pain, and much more than that, ever since then. How many songs have I written? I can't even keep up. In a very sad adult society, where this is the results in 5 hours, as I predicted and said in the previous video. So, in 5 hours, in a population of this size, in the adult society, a grand total out of thousands and thousands, tens, into the tens of thousands by now. In the 5 hours I've sat in this position and the other position combined, while visibly teaching the bambinis over and over again. I've even shortened it down now, just saying Screaming Jay Hawkins documentary, Screaming Jay Hawkins documentary, YouTube bambinis, Screaming Jay Hawkins documentary, YouTube bambinis. How many of the adults notice that? How many of the adults would offer 10 cents should I sit here as a writer, artist, poet, musician, homeless brother, which I am, all of those? How many would offer 10 cents? What if they did? In an alternative reality, what if they actually did? What if they divided €1 while they start walking via Toledo? Ciao! What if they divided €1 by 10? And walking through the city, a man on his knees begging with the hat, 10 cents for you. Writer, artist, poet, musician, homeless brother or sister, walking through the entire city, maximum 10 people who might be a writer, artist, poet, musician, homeless brother or sister, or begging brother and sister too. Alex, here's 10 cents for you. 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 What's that? What's the total of that? Well, that's €1, isn't it? So, 1,000 adults moving through Napoli, this city or any city, give a writer, artist, poet, musician 10 cents each, or homeless brother or sister, or begging brother and sister. So, what's 1,000 times 10 cents? Well, it just so happens that that's €100. So then, every single writer, artist, poet, musician in the world, and every single homeless brother or sister, or begging brother and sister, from just 1,000 adults, suddenly has €100 of survival money. So why isn't it like that? Like I've suggested in other videos, in an alternative reality, it actually is. God bless.